The myth of Danaides tells the tale of 50 women who killed their husbands on their wedding night, all under their father's guidance. This great massacre was unbelievable, even for the bloody ancient Greek myths. It was a crime that both people and gods would punish. The Danaides were punished for this after death with a horrible and eternal torment that would haunt the realm of Greek mythology. Welcome to the History Realm. Today we have a short story of murder and punishment. Make sure to like and subscribe to help our channel. It begins with the rivalry between Belus, the Egyptian king's two sons, which opens the saga of Danaides. Belus was thought to be descended from Io, an Argos princess who spent the majority of her life in Egypt. Aegyptus and Danaus were Belus's two sons. Following his death, Belus appointed Danaus as king of Libya and Aegyptus as king of Arabia. The two brothers were constantly at odds about who would rule their kingdoms and were attempting to usurp the other's territory. What's most fascinating about these brothers is their offspring. According to the tale, Aegyptus had 50 sons, while Danaus had 50 daughters, known as the Danaides, from 4 separate women. The astute Aegyptus desired for his sons to wed Danaide women. For Aegyptus, these 50 marriages appeared as an easy route to acquire the properties of Danaus. Danaus quickly realized his brother's scheme and refused to give over his lovely daughters to his vile nephews. He made the decision to give his brother the kingdom and depart the nation in quest of a new life, guided by the gods and with no intention of starting a war between them. Danaus, along with his 50 daughters, built a ship with 50 oars and fled to Greece. These girls must have had very strong arms to row to Greece. They initially stopped in Rhodes, where they established the town of Lindos and erected a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. Danaus then arrived in Argos with his daughters, where his great-grandmother, the Argian princess Io, was born. After, he went to Gelinoris, the king of the town, and demanded to be given the throne, for he was the rightful heir. As a descendant of Io, a wolf entered Argos and ripped a bull to pieces, just as the people were ready to elect a new ruler. Seeing this, the Argonian people chose Danaus to be their king. Danaus ruled Argos for many years and was leading a quiet life till one day a foreign ship came. His brother Aegyptus had sent his 50 sons to find Danaus and try to take over his new kingdom. Soon the sons of Aegyptus presented themselves to the palace and asked once more to marry the Danaides. They also asked to press the like button to support this channel. Anyways, Danaus didn't want his beautiful and prosperous Argos suffer because of a war. Having no other option, he consented for the wedding and organized a low-profile wedding party. He made a secret plan to get rid of Aegyptus and his sons for good. Before the wedding, he presented each of his daughters a dagger and instructed them to kill their husbands on their wedding night. Since it was considered a grave sin in the ancient world to defy one's parents, all of his daughters were forced to obey their father. In Lerma, a lake district in southern Argos, they did really murder their husbands and bury their heads. Hypermnestra was the only girl who refrained from doing this heinous act. She saved her husband Lynceus's life out of sympathy. Danaus undoubtedly hauled her before the Argos court, but the goddess of love, Aphrodite, stepped in and spared her from the penalty. Later, Lynceus, the lone survivor of Aegyptus's 50 sons, killed Danaus in retaliation for his brothers. The Danaan dynasty of Argive kings was established by Lynceus and Hypermnestra. The story, however, does not stop here. The 49 brides who killed their husband were punished for their crime. The myth says that when they died, the Danaides were forced to a torment for eternity. They would have to carry jugs of water and fill a basin. They would be released from this punishment, only in the condition that the basin was full of water. However, this torture would never stop because the basin had holes all over it, and water would run out of it instantly. Well, there you have it. A short but fascinating story of the Danaides. Let us know what you think about this myth in the comments below. Don't let the story stop here. Check out this video above for more interesting mythology. Until next time, on the History Realm.